the I was gonna say daily dance routine. That's an old routine that I was doing. Streaming to become president, day 108. 2028 election is 1,284 days away. We're getting there. Anyways, we're going to get ourselves loaded in for our playthrough of LA Noire. And then we're playing our game of darts. And then we're drinking our green tea. Roger, Roger. A little bit of a late start because we were finishing up Andor with the fam. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Let's have this going as we play some darts. Place your bets. Oh, it's time to wake up. Yeah. What am I doing so high? Alright, a multiplier of 2 times 2, so something around that line. That's actually gonna be super easy. Fruit snacks, get some of that gelatin in my bones. Will I do a multiple of 4, no, an 8, maybe 16 quick ones of push-ups and sit-ups? Let us introduce you to the Creative Commons and open source elements that we are leveraging to bring this stream to you. Feel free to take advantage in a better manner than I can pull off single-handedly. Brought to you by... Hopefully, one of those will inspire someone to be like, hey, I don't need to be paying premium for this. I've got something just as good right on tap. All it takes is a quick search bar, right? Oh, right. LA Noir. We got another murder. If we have the same save, we're going to be moving from the pawn shop to the train tracks. And we got our fancy Woody, so that's a good sign that we have a save. Oh, let me move this chat window. Da-da-da. There we go. Location, location, location. I'm usually pretty sensitive about breathing through my nose. It just is always loud to me. But what the heck? Oh, okay. Now I need to move the chat so I can get some visual feedback on my audio levels just in case something goes awry. Nitpicking on my end, don't worry about it. What was I talking about? My breathing through my nose? I'm a mouth breather. Hey. Oh, so rude, bud. So. Oh, I wish we had a station that we could rely on here in Logan. We're not as big as Hollywood, so it's like we totally don't deserve it. Weird that it's more logical to get a single road as opposed to a train set to a long distance area. Roads that need to be maintained for the super fickle, feeble, crashable, singular entities of cars. We remember being over here. Every now and then we like to play the anarchist and obey the road rules even when no one's watching. But it only lasts for so long. No! Oh. It goes south so quick. Alright. Yep. All-terrain vehicles, baby. Yeah, that sounds weird. Alright. We're censoring because I do think this one is actually the murder suspect. I don't know who it was in the last one, but I don't think it's our serial killer. But we're gonna get ourselves censored. That work? Alright. Bear with me for a moment as we inspect the body.
Ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain. We're all on the same team, Rusty. Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. You got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
Yeah, I'm curious about the rings. Yubiwa. Oh, not fully naked, but
Hard, isn't it?
definitely looks like.
I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
Someone
The
cried.
Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Alright, coroner, what you got for me?
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Does a body hold temperature that roughly? Or that resiliently? Blood splatter on the train car.
She must have been struck while standing up.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
I'm not seeing much. There's splotches on the neck, but it's not rope marks like the previous ones were.
Another missing ring.
This one,
Seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Okay. Alright. I think we're good. Let me get us back into the studio. Let me double check. Is the game showing? It is. Sweet. Sorry, I'm second guessing and triple checking.
Now, this gadget whiz guy was making recording devices in place.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
That's the body.
Tell me exactly what happened.
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Quicker analysis on the first case that we had in traffic.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
So you think this is a...
Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
like... Ugh.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
At such an early one?
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You went through her purse?
wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Truth?
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine.
Rusty, you should have
Fine.
let that one
You get
keep
this
going.
sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
You should have let that conversation go a little bit longer. I feel like he's somebody that's, I don't know, in an interesting group of friends, ones that aren't more cut and dry in their
What do you
logic
think,
structures.
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
Alright, bud.
Incidental.
What is that? I don't understand. This also incidental? Alright. There's the purse. On the mat? There was a mat set out? It's a little weird, right? (2122) St. David Street, 11 Bridgeport, Connecticut. Alright.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
Dear Evelyn, I hope that this letter finds you in a better way than when we last parted. Bitter words were exchanged. You had taken too much liquor, and we both know what that makes you become. But I am not writing to harass and accuse. I am writing to apologize. I was heartbroken seeing what had become of my little girl and what she is doing to herself. You are destroying your body and your soul with liquor, Evelyn, and it is harder for me to watch than you can imagine. Only God Almighty above us has the right to judge, and so I beg your forgiveness. I've been in contact with a sanitarium here in Connecticut on your behalf. They say your condition is an illness, Evelyn, and that it can be treated. You only need to check yourself in. It will not... Yeah. Oh my gosh. It has to be consensual on the part of the person so that we can do whatever we want. I'm not trying to actually be like antagonistic towards self-care efforts or anything like that, but we are in this time period. We are... I don't know.
You go
Keystone
to the
Film
lot and see
Company.
what they know about her.
That's gonna be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
On Halloween? Interesting. Wonder if that's around the time period that she's been wandering around. What? Can I not investigate it further? It looks like there's writing. So weird. Alright.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
Mensch's Bar, corner 9th and Main.
Good morning, ladies.
Levine's
This is a chit for
liquor
personal
store.
items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
That looks, instead of saying suitcase, I just read it as like shit case. That you looks like an age. Alright. We got anything else to discuss?
We can talk about it later, Phelps.
Alright. I can press X on people deliberately? Why do I feel like there's more here? I think we'll call it good. How can I help, detective?
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks.
Investigate Levine's liquor store. Let's go. Where's my wonderful, beautiful car? Oh my gosh, they got rid of my wonderful, beautiful car. Wow, they just got rid of it. Why would they do that? We are devastated. Sacrilegious, that's so sacrilegious. Oh my god. Wonderful, beautiful trains. All for private logistical delivery of profitable goods. Alright. Or Woody. Mention the bar first.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
And that's because instead of you know, communal efforts and actually caring about the populace, it's trying to control the population through force, even at the cost of what is necessary. We do it through fear, not through material meeting of needs, or meeting of material needs. Rusty's an idiot. Well, I guess it's okay. You know, I was thinking it's just like this leveraging of money, like to specifically work towards resources, and they're actually fine and dandy and don't actually care to take the food as needed because they're doing fine. But again, I don't know the fans and everything, right? Like it was. Wow. It seems to be the common inhibitor. Wow, this music is blaring. Maybe I have the volume up too low. Give me a second. Once I get to a good stop. Don't worry about it. Woo. Oh, thank you for, sorry for making you drop your bouquet. It was a wonderful bouquet. Hey, Mr. Cop, you didn't signal. I'm pretty positive. Okay, turn it right up here. Wow, she walked a long way if this was like the day of her murder. No. Awkward. So awkward. Triply awkward. Isn't this the damned intersection? What? Hey, can I... God damn. I think this intersection is bugged to hell. I just want to get through here. Make it stop, make it stop, make it start, make it go. That's a sign. That's also a sign. This is very weird, right? Okay, music. Why is that so?
Bring fellas. Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
Alright.
What's
Hey,
your
bud.
name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was
Starting
found
art is
beaten
the
and
only
strangled in
accepted
the
one
rail
by the
depot
current
on Santa
infrastructure
Fe.
of capitalism.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No, I was at home, writing.
No?
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
How well
What's
do you
his
know James Tiernan?
Powder
I
puff
know he worked
mean?
some kind of plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Plebeian
I
job.
know that place, corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Do you want to save me some time, or do you
Why
want
am
me to look up your file?
This guy's an
Industrial
easy read.
disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
So again, we're not going to be getting any pushback on this kind of stuff, just statement of facts, and it's just sort of the way it is, right? Alright. Do you really have nothing more? What about you, bud?
You a friend of Evelyn Summers?
Who's asking?
Very cute. You know who's asking.
I know my rights.
You don't have any. Answer the question.
Evelyn
Welcome to
mooches for drinks.
America.
I don't have any time for that.
Was that so hard?
Keep writing me, copper.
I like it. We going up? No, we're not going up. Alright. Where are you guys? Fuck off! I'm trying to enjoy a midday drink, you fuckers! Sorry, I meant coppers! Alright, I feel like I missed something here. Oh no. This is too funny. Oh, so could I have gone through this door? Okay. Okay, there. We have nothing to make of note. Nothing of note.
You're free to speak to the regulars. Just don't shake them too hard.
Okay, I won't. I'm on my way back. Back on track.
All the way from
Location. Let's head to the liquor store next. Just go down the list. FIFO, first in, first out. We can beat the trolley,
What did you make of McCaffrey?
There'll come a day, and it's coming very soon. We'll run him and the rest of his pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
Samantha's a suspect, Rusty.
Oh. Hey!
Slow and steady, come on!
Hey, get out. There'll come a day we'll get... What does pinko even come from, anyways? Is this, like, tied to the fact, like, workers' rights and, like, LGBTQIA solidarity tends to be a thing? Damn, she was prowling.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Okay, she was married?
Sure. Come this way.
Alright, good friend. Wish you could have helped put her up.
Hey, that's a pretty girl dressed in that nurse's aid uniform.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
Yeah. Oh, was she staying here? Wow, okay, good guy. I feel like there could be... I'm judging the effort that he's providing. As far as character being written. Daughter? Or is she the one that's on the right?
Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Okay.
She wasn't always such a loner.
May we all avoid the circumstances that compel us to waste ourselves away.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
Bowling alley is an interesting thing.
Rollins Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Scoring 300s.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Okay, I feel like we're hitting up the vice angle closer and closer. I'm sorry, buddy. Nothing else. Just leading us back to the bowling alley and McCaffrey.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Gross?
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
I got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
We're gonna use an intuition point on this one. I don't know if it's truth or doubt. That helps so much. Alright. A doubt?
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him.
Oh, interesting.
From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Look at the super calm demeanor of the business owner. Still, looks like taking care of Evelyn was just a matter of when it was easy. I don't know.
Car 11K, car 11 King, come in. Car 11K, car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly, return to Central, go to.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Sure.
In Washington, Mrs. Truman and her daughter Margaret take part in the ceremonies at the Capitol by dropping theirs and the president's dimes in the Missouri bottle. Ms. Truman later made an appeal for contributions to the
right here.
459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
And in New York, little Nancy Drury with the big cop was once a polio victim, but now she's the pin-up girl for the current campaign, seeking to raise $25 million.
You go from a medically disabled to a pin-up? What's the... There's got to be a term for that kind of life progression, right?
48 states and the District of Columbia taking part in the prize. The keys to the city from Mayor O'Dwyer go to Nancy. Give to the March of Dimes.
KTI is the member of the American Century Broadcasting.
Wasn't me. The goober was in the road. Airtime.
Oh my god.
Oh. Airtime indeed. Interesting run. I did not know how that road was. I do now. Wow.
I've been in this job 20 years. I never tried this job.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Guy gave his wife a tag.
Okay. Ray Pinker and Carruthers. They got a new letter. I'm expecting we're gonna be giving them the intel about the rings too.
Son, you're a couple of slates short of a full roof.
Glass shatter. Hey, what's going on?
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case.
Who is
but it's up to you
Jameson?
to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now.
Was that the
And follow up on Evelyn
goober that
Summers.
was kissing the corpse?
I want daily reports.
Is somebody gonna tell us
We
what
got
the
our
hell's
orders.
going on?
Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
See him? Saw his picture in the paper. He worked that case. The lady that was cut up like a dahlia.
Alright, let's find out where the commie
He
lives.
said all's fair in love and war.
There's the phone. How can I help, detective?
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Feel like he chose
Thank
a
you.
specific place to feel Ivy League.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
thinking
we're
of
dealing
moving up to a
with an
45.
adventurous,
I wanna put him
a
down
role
one round.
player. You think our cars we've been having no? Hey. Don't worry about it.
Let me pose a question. Depends. What you got to do with it? Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away? Depends. On what? On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
But I'm not the only bad driver on the road. It's never the case though, is it? You have millions of people on the road. Millions of them, all with similar training as you. And if you're a bad driver, well, who's to say that they aren't either better or worse? Play the disciple of averages. Assume that you are the average median bell curve until further notified and rewarded or punished. Ooh, hey, interesting. RKO theater. Okay. Hey, that's a rule. You're good to go, so it's fine. Interesting not turning right. Bowling alley. I don't want to go. Up we go. Rawlings Bowling. Look at that crisp, gloss, finish, whatever the word is for that bowling strip.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
This is business, Florence. You got
Is
a
this
guy
shoe size
who works
8?
here by the name of Tiernan?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. Clears the jams, warps the gutters. Go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
We got another chase coming up.
He's a nice boy.
Thanks, man. Let's go get him.
Why are we being so hostile?
Tell the cook these were some good grits.
You're gonna be slipping and sliding on this.
That cherry pie was delicious.
Tiernan! LAPD!
Okay. Oh, it's a car chase. Pretty fast startup for a car, right? Hey.
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to land.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Well, neither are there evidence, even though you say it's solid as hell.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Where do you... Oh, he's going way off road. Hi. Oh. Oh no.
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
Oh. Whoa, looks like we're going into the tunnel.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
All right, as long as he doesn't kill us, I'm okay with it.
Keep it steady.
That's the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Okay, let's get this investigated.
Hands behind your head.
Sorry, there will be delays on our public infrastructure because of our car centricity focused car chase. We ended up deciding that the railways were prime real estate. You know, a safe place to crash a car into another car. And no trolleys, trains, or cars, train cars specifically, were inside at the time of our chase. They all evacuated promptly in due fashion. We're stealing this car. It's fast, it's nimble. I'm guessing we're going out and investigating again at Central Police Station. And it's gonna be the Pinko commie that we're gonna be pinning the blame on. The tanky. Nah, tanky would imply that they were violently protecting somebody like Evelyn. So we're not doing that hill. Maybe it was that hill that we could have taken? Oh, damn, it totally was. Hi. So this is a fancy sports car in this time period, right? They're dead and I'm not... No, it's a tunnel. It's a dead end. Oh, shit. Alright. Fancy sports car, we're damaging you. What? Oh. Step. This is a different one. Oh, it was a tunnel, and we were just going over it. Alright. We were in agreement that you were putting on too much weight. This is to get you exercise, Rusty.
Wow. That sure looks
If we're going to be driving a sports car, we're going to be taking advantage of the saved time.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. Let's get all fair in love and war.
Interview room 2, I presume?
Those vice boys get any on the side?
Interview room 1, it is.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Which was right here. Okay. Neither? So... holding cell? What the? We've got so many people trapped in here.
I want to make comments.
Alright. So that wasn't it. You think we can commandeer a convertible? Lincoln Model K convertible roadster. There's 95 different cars in this game. Interesting choice of focus. Classy, I guess. Good run. Good run, Rusty. You got this. Infantilizing, I know. I can't help it. Whoa. Are you okay? I'm cutting in line. It pays off to cut in line, I'm just saying. Turn coming up, or is this along the hillside? Ready for this night blindness. I'm going to prioritize inching towards you, not the pedestrian. You can go faster. Nice place to have an intersection in the incident. Oh, why? Catching all the green lights today. Alright. McCaffrey's apartment. Apartment 6.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
Rooms 1, 2, rooms 3, 4, 5, 6 are up above. Alright. Paintings of interesting significance? Still don't know.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Terrible shame. Means there's nobody to let us in. You want to do the honors, Phelps?
You think the guy's on the run? He's definitely gonna show up while we're here, that's for sure.
Seems irrelevant.
Yes, totally. Oh, the other half of the letter. Interesting. Take long before you are healed, and you can come home. I have put your things back into your old room with a lock on the door for your privacy, and you can come and go as you please. I will care for you, and you can return to your normal life. I know your address has changed, so I cannot be sure this letter will find you, but I pray that it does, and that you consider what I have said. I love you very much, and I pray every night that you are safe.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Oh, I love you very much, and I pray every night that you are safe, and that one day you will knock on my door, and the rift between us will be mended. With love and understanding, your mother, Augusta Summers. The understanding is leading her to an interesting
Not everything here is going to be
result or solution and remedy. The evidence is just so damned planted.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
Thanks, Rusty. Assume there's something else. The alcohol that was purchased.
Optimistic, Cole.
The Last Bastion. You know when they plant books inside of games and you're just like, you read the book? Is this supposed to be deliberate?
Talk to Grosvenor. I've got housework to do.
Okay.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case. 3 blondes walk into a bar. You'd think one of them would have seen it.
So this is like suspicious, right? For the murderer to plant
Grosvenor McCaffrey!
that empty letter.
Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
Son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
There. Inside of the coop. Look at this, not just a scholar, but an athlete.
Fight's a good fight.
What is he saying?
Give it up, LAPD!
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
Did he just punch him in the back of the head?
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson did it, do you? Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together in a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, I should have expected that was gonna happen. I won't fall. Actually, I won't. This is a shortcut. This is a shortcut. Yeah, we're taking train tracks. Alright, who we framing for the murder? This is new.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young fellas.
Oh. This compelling of confession.
Down on second later tonight. You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
Oh, wait, okay, so what's our evidence stuff? The torn letter. We didn't even check out the Keystone Film Company, huh?
You'll have to do better than that, Grosvenor. We know about you and Evelyn.
Evelyn was a lush, and a boring one at that. You can't link her to me. Seems there's a serious gulf between what you think you know and what you actually do, detective.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight.
Thought they specifically stated.
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
We're gonna use a point on this one. So it's a lot.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
Oh my gosh, is this actually the torn letter this time? Oh my gosh, it is, isn't it?
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
It's either going to be you or Tiernan, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, detective. The party has good lawyers.
Yeah, let's just hope there's no internal infighting and you're one worth cutting off as they bicker and do excellent work in creating a communist utopia here in America. Wait, what year is it? 2025? And what year is it in this? 1947? That's, what, 80 years away? Great work on this fictional character. Rusty's team wins. Rusty's party wins over and over and over again.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
That's just a doubt.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Alright.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
Were you at home last Saturday?
So he stole it?
You left at midnight, correct?
Truth?
You don't like McCaffrey, do you, Tiernan?
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. And he had nothing but vitriol for her.
Because he's a fake-ass motherfucker. You're picking up on the sentiment, but Rusty's gonna be like, that's all the pingos.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Doubt.
If you don't give me some reason to
Okay,
think differently
what
about
am I
this, Tiernan,
doing?
I'm gonna have to go to the DA.
I drank half a bottle of scotch. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
So that was the truth one?
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Isn't there anything else you can do?
Truth this time around?
You really think I'm gonna squeal?
A lie?
Evelyn was beaten to death with a lug wrench. We found the wrench at McCaffrey's apartment.
You see? It was McCaffrey. He had nothing but hatred for me and Evelyn.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Hey, you think those vice...
Can't I just go to the movie theater? Because we leave so many of these damn leads
Yeah, the bum took a swipe.
completely
Put him down on my
unexplored.
sap.
Operator, give me dispatch.
This case is disgustingly rough.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks, ma'am.
So 50-50 chance he's being framed and then enjoys the persecution complex.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it.
So, what are we doing then?
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw.
It changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen.
Fucking
and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Do we have more of an in-depth aspect on his criminal? Yeah.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you, because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Yeah?
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
I don't appreciate
Congratulations, boys, you bagged the
faking.
fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand.
See, this
I want
is
you to
what I
put this
hate about
business
it.
about a repeat offender out of your mind.
And then you do
This
the deeper
McCaffrey
investigation. It's
creature
like,
shows no
he
remorse.
fucking
And neither will the
wasn't a
grand
red.
jury.
He was a
You would have
fucking...
to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot at the prison graveyard.
Wait, what did he say just now? Congratulations, boys, you bagged a fine catch, another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in the prison graveyard. Oh my gosh. By the way, no critical analysis probably coming from people playing this game of just like the rampant corruption and disregard for human life in our legal justice system. Giving the commies a bad name. So, how many murders are we investigating here?
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead, first platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Can we rally with the first and try for the Nambus?
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade.
Mate,
we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant!
Get back off this fucking bridge! They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes.
I'm in charge here, Sergeant.
Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant.
What's your unit, Sergeant?
We don't have time for this, Lieutenant.
What's your unit, Sergeant?
I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river.
My orders are to reconnoiter the...
I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
The Quarter Moon murders, multiple.
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The examiner received a new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
Go right ahead. They've both been rinsed in gasoline like the previous letters, so I can't lift a print.
Okay.
No one else but the killer knew about this message.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury.
Find me where I hid myself. What are we looking at with the stamp and everything?
Another snippet from the Shelley poem.
Looking in wonder up to heaven, while yet the music pealed along, I hid myself within a fountain in the public square, where I lay like the reflex of the moon, seen in a wave under green leaves. And just in case you really didn't know that it was from Shelley.
To suffer woes, which hope thinks infinite. To forgive wrongs darker than death or night.
Okay, so to suffer woes which hope thinks infinite. To forgive wrongs darker than death or night. To defy power which seems omnipotent. To love and bear, to hope till hope creates. From its own wreck the thing it contemplates. Neither to change, nor falter, nor repent. This, like thy glory, Titan, is to be good. Great and joyous, beautiful and free. This is alone life, joy, empire, and victory. Neither to change, nor falter, nor repent. That this, like thy glory, Titan, is to be good. Great and joyous, beautiful and free. So this is talking about hope, or like what hope can do. They're just hoping that somebody will catch them.
If the note is from the Dahlia maniac, he definitely also killed Teresa Terrellson.
Mal and I agree.
But where does that leave us? If this is the Dahlia killer, and he is responsible for the Tarrelson murder, not to mention the Muller
Hang
case.
on a moment, Skipper.
Let me finish, Rusty. We have 5 birds in hand and none in the bush. The department will not survive a scandal if we have to let them all go without catching a fiend first. Your careers will be over for a start, gentlemen.
Looking in wonder.
Ah, fuck it. I knew this run was too good to be true.
I hid myself within a fountain in the public square.
You like that stuff? What is it supposed to mean?
It's supposed to... Forget what it's supposed... What does he want it
Where are you going with this, Cole?
He's obviously taunting us. He believes he's far more intelligent than we are.
Okay, it's some kind of story,
No, he's
right? A
leading
guy that
you
God hates,
to an
chains him
answer.
up.
It's an allegory, Rusty.
And
A
you're
story with 2 meanings.
like, you are
Symbolic.
stupid if you're not understanding.
That's what he wants us to think.
Could he be using it literally? Within a fountain in a public square? Could it be that easy?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
The fountain in Pershing Square. Come on, we have a clue. Captain, thanks, Ray.
Be careful, Phelps. This is his game you're playing now.
Here be dragons. Titan. Alright.
See him?
Now we could go and investigate Pershing Square. But what we are going to do is hunt down some new cars, since they commandeered my lovely sacrilegious assholes. Where is Pershing Square anyways? It is nearby quite cleanly. Well, shit. Well, there are 2 here that I didn't even notice? What? Wait, why are these... They're... What? Other view sites? What's going on? So they're not hidden vehicles. Did I grab this one? Did I grab that one? Sicitalia Coupe? Alright, we're heading here. Custom destination. Oh, you got it quick. Nice. Good job. No, don't you dare. I'm going.
All those cases, Rusty. What have I been telling you all along?
You gotta get this guy.
I know. Enough women have died.
Yeah, and it's our asses on the line too, Phelps. You heard what the captain said. The department is not gonna take responsibility for all those bad convictions.
Success is a double-edged sword.
Let's just get this sick pervert and have it done with.
It's funny how now that the bill is due, it seems like the world is out to get you. All because the larger faults of the captain himself pushing a toxic workplace that demands productivity over actual quality of work. A veneer of productivity. You know, something that's like usually used to say, oh, look at the tragedy of like the Stalin regime over in the USSR. People were so stressed for productivity that they would lie about their numbers, lie about the quotas being met, as opposed to handling it with an honest mindset, knowing that the leadership was going to actually be competent and understanding of the trials and tribulations facing the mere worker.
Jesus, Phelps!
Hey, I was reading. Don't pull up notifications while I'm driving. Especially when it's not tied to anything that I'm actually interested in doing aside from holding the throttle down continuously. Yeah, I don't know why I misread that one so bad.
Used to be locked up.
Is that an airfield or something? Yes. Hey, let's not stop. Thank you. Oh no. We're turning, I'm losing course. I'm making a hard left. Okay, not that hard of a left. A very subtle left. Yeah, this game just likes to do some interesting narrative flexing. Hi, bud. That was rude. Okay. Alright. Alico. Seems to be these ones are the safe bets for the garage. Bam. Let's see what we have. Oh! Well then. Tiny adorable little vehicle. Ford H-Boy. Get in, Rusty. I'm sure you can enjoy the ride. Of course I took the wrong path. Oh, yeah, let's find the next one. And then that should be our 1 hour and 30-minute playtime. Oh, hey, nearby. That's a lie then on my part. This is going to be super easy to reach. Wow, this car actually feels like it's going to go quick. Is this the car that our first murder suspect was? No, the thief of the, what's it called, diplomat's car? Wow. Don't have a turn radius. Oh, there's some backlot over there. I can tell now from the coloration of the map. So, right here. Break it through the fence. Because we're assholes.
Calm down!
No. Also no. It's here somewhere. I can feel it in the giblies. There we go. What's behind door number 2? A new car! It's slick. This looks more like a fancy car than the one that we drove over at the Tucker Torpedo. Okay. The more I'm looking at it, the more I'm a fan of it. The wheel wells are not. Bad. Wow, this has got such a flat back. What kind of trunk space are we looking at in there? Alright. Map. Do we have a street crime we can participate in? Doo-doo-doo. I'm not seeing anything indicated. So we're just gonna say that it saved this vehicle grab. Maybe change outfit. No, that didn't save. Alright, we're going back. The Outsider. Should we hit up the social club? I want to see what the social club is now. Oh, right, it was this thing. That doesn't have anything here. Alright. Yeah, we're done for the day. That's the wrong button. We quit. We quit. Yes, indeed, we do. Welcome. Alright. So, Silk Dress Lady didn't. Oh, she did have a ring, and it was missing. Who was it that didn't have a ring? It was. Don't know. I don't remember. We can go for the case files, right? Patrol, traffic, homicide, advice, arson. Oh, we've got quite a few cases that we're going to be chipping away at. What the heck? Oh. Interesting. The Streets of LA allows you to patrol the city, exploring landmarks, collecting film reels, and responding to incidents broadcast via police dispatch. Film reels? I don't really like that. Tutorials, yeah. Reefer Madness. The Naked City. Nicholson electroplating. Huh. Can you skip it or something? Is that what's going on here? Anyways, we said we were done. Let us be done. Oh, wait. I also want to check out extras. What do we think they are? Oh, never mind. Yep. Alright, on to our transcribing of text, or songs and everything like that. These cases are very trite. So, Bosca coil. We make sure this time around that it's up for the duration. And after I'm done with this too, I'm gonna have to make some waffle mix for tomorrow, even if I'm not too interested in participating. Alright. What song did we do yesterday? Did we do To Think About Jesus? Nope, we did not. We did indeed do Jesus is risen though, huh? Has risen. Alright. 6/8 time, 3 flats, B, E, and A, making this an E flat major scale. I'm seeing 8th notes, but no 16th notes. Unless those are triplets. No, those are 8th notes. Okay. So, 6 per, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, 3 chunks. Shouldn't be too slow on this one. We have an intro and an outro, a lead in and a fade out, with an 8th note. Very short. Oh, it starts at a G. And we're doing this in 3 total notes. All right. CC. Oh, sorry. We have a 3/4 held. Okay, so it's actually going to be a bit longer. So a 3/4 with a 3/8 going into the next measure with an 8/8, 8th, 1/4 8th. Then in addition to that 3/8, it's 3/8, 1/4 8th, then 8/8, 8th, 1/4 8th, 6/8 with a 3/8, 3/8, then 3/8, 1/4 8th with a 8/8, 8th, 1/4 8th. It'll make sense when I get it typed out. So CCC BB. And then 1, 2, 3 here at E. And then a GGGFB. And a 1/4 C 8th F. Then our 3/8 are E and D. And then our 6/8 are CCC BBB. Followed by an E CC. And a GGGFC. Next, we have ourselves 6/8 and a 3/4. 8/8, 8th, 1/4 8th with a 3/8, 1/4 8th. 6/8 with a 3/4. 8/8, 8th, 1/4 8th with a 3/8 into a 1/4 and an 8th. Alright. Oh, and that's a course. Alright. This is a C. Then an E, F, F, F. Then a G, G, G. 1/4 F, then C. These ones happen to be A B and an E. Both those flats. And then a A and a C. Oh, hey, did I miss any of those A's being sharp or flat? No, I did not. So, then we have a repeat, C 3/4, and I think that was a repeat of E, 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 F, F, F. Ooh. Yep. And a G, G, G. B natural, B natural. Be natural, man. Fine. And an F, G. Then into our chorus, 6/8 with a 3/4, 3/8 tie, and a 8/8 8/8 quarter 8, and a 3/8 3/8 with a 8/8 8/8 8 quarter, then quarter 8 quarter with a 8/8 8 quarter. So C C C B B B. Sorry about that, C sharp. Sounded a little wonky, didn't we? E held. Then we go G G G F C, as well as a C right there. And a C 3/4, C 3/4, A natural 3/4. Sorry, 3/8. As well as some E's, then an FF. And then an E D C. And a C B CBG, wow. Next, we go into the bass clef. Do we want to make these a separate one? Let's do it. Oh, let's keep them separate. No first note. Change of an instrument. No, synth lead. Sure, let's try it. Gonna be clashing, that's for sure. But we can try a low pass filter this time around. So 3/4 into 3/8 quarter 8, 3/8 3/8 with a 3/4 into 3/8 with a 3/8 quarter 8th rest. So do. We have a C and a G. Quarter FA. FD. Then a GF. Another lovely long one here. I'm assuming that's an E. No, it's a C. Oh, I was in the right place. I called it, lol. Alright, G F A. I have a hard time letting this shoulder relax. Alright. That's an A octave. And don't forget that it's flat. Oh, that's a B flat. There we go. And then a low E F. Oh, sorry. This goes 3 quarter, 3/8, quarter, 1/8 rest, 3/8, 3/8, 3/8, quarter. Oh. 3/8 sitting at a CG, an A octave. Was it really that low? Wow. And then an E to E and a D G. Really? I might have misspoke. That's actually a G. Bass clef, remember that. Then an 1/8 rest. Then a 3/4 into a 3/8. Quarter, 1/8 rest. 3/8, 3/8. Quarter, 1/8, quarter. Alright. Do. Scrolled for effect. A CG again. And then an FA. Oh, that's actually quarter, so there's an 1/8 rest. Then a C, G, do. Then a low E. Wow, very low. Then an A octave, quarter. Oh, wait, an A nat. Nope, A flats. Yes, specifically. Then a B, F. Do. Then a C, E natural. And then the rest is history. Tempo. Sits at reverently 52. Do we want to sit at 52 or divide this one by 2 and have it go pretty slow? We might have to go to 26. That click is pretty nice. Let's change that grand piano to our wonderful oratory. Okay. We managed to make an interesting result there. But does it make you want to think about Jesus? So, words are by Mabel Jones Gabbett, born 1910. She was 37 1967 as the events of this game were taking place. Copyrighted in 1969, Intellectual Reserve Inc. Music, Robert Kundik, born 1926. He was 21 at the events of LA Noire. Copyrighted 1969. You gotta, so remember, anything that's past the 40s is post-McCarthyism, Red Scare, propaganda. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Everybody's just like, yeah, get our fellow American citizens. Get them. Get them. Those fucking woke mind viruses. Gotta get them out. Otherwise, I'm gonna catch the empathy. Oh, no. Anyways. It shouldn't be hard to sit very still and think about Jesus, his cross on the hill. Remember those moments when he was dying? You know, when somebody was killing the best person in the world? Just remember, that's humanity, and we're trying to be better than that. Be better than that. But just remember, that's not, like, that's what we do. Because we aren't perfect. The only person that was perfect was Jesus, and we fucking killed him for it. As opposed to just, yeah, whatever. Anyways, telling kids about this stuff. And all that he suffered and did for me. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Pile on anything that you ever thought was suffering and everything. You stubbed your toe, you stepped on a Lego, you lost a toy, all of that suffering. Your parents get into fights, so your parents get divorced because of you. All that suffering. Yeah, Jesus felt that suffering too and still was perfect. So be better. Telling these kids. Super innocent little kids that were telling that shit too. Oh, it's Sunday. It's a fast Sunday. Oh, make sure not to eat anything. Did I finish those fruit snacks before noon? We're gonna go sun up, sundown rules. If I actually care to. Anyways. Blah, blah, blah. And all that he suffered and did for me. It shouldn't be hard to sit quietly. Guilt tripping. It shouldn't be hard, even though I am small, to think about Jesus. Not hard at all. The panopticon is rough in this one. Just remember that. Always remember that there are kids constantly being told to remember Jesus is real. Everybody agrees that he is real. Everybody. And he is watching. He suffered and died for your sins. And the more sins that you pile onto him, the more that he's suffering. You can do better. They're sick and tired of hearing it by the time they grow up, and that's why you have a whole bunch of Christian nationalists that are just like, let the end game fucking show up already. God damn, I have my entire warehouse or storage, cold storage and bunker and everything, all my guns prepared to defend against the end of the world that I've been told and sold through media, since I don't have any media analysis to figure out, you know, critical elements of this story on how they're right or wrong and what my personal stance is and whether my stance is right or wrong based in like the collective grander connections. I don't know. I love this co-opting of children's minds into a larger structure that isn't divine in any way whatsoever. I was rhyming. Sorry. I think of the miles he walked in the dust and children he helped to love and to trust. It shouldn't be hard to sit still or sit tall in my seat. Oh yeah, fucking sit tall, you know, because posture is a first sign of moral failing. Sit tall in my seat, to listen politely, to quiet my feet. No stomping around. Fucking kids, be fucking quiet. Fucking, I don't love it when kids are loud and obnoxious, especially when we're trying to teach you about an all-loving entity that loved everybody for who they were and their children, or the children for being innocent and playful and the like. Nah, fuck that shit. Be fucking quiet, especially in the church. I want to see a church that's actually lively and everything like that. Like, you don't cringe at the thought of children playing inside of a sacred place, but actually are like, oh no, this actually tracks. Yeah. Fucking purity gospel leading into prosperity gospel as opposed to prosperity gospel coming from cooperation. Whatever. Let's listen to that tune again. To get that somber tone when you're thinking of all the things that you're probably doing wrong and all the things that Jesus definitely did right, all to be squandered as long as you're failing to live up to the standards thrust upon you by your elders. Alright. La 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 la. Let's save this away so we can move on with our day. To think. Lowercase about. Weird again on these punctuation capitalizations. To think about Jesus. Not about technically like around or anything. We mean like really think about Jesus. Alright. This is more of to think Jesus as opposed to think about Jesus. When you're trying to be quiet, think Jesus. That should get you to the right place. On this day of joy and gladness. Is that the song that we're doing now? It is 3/4 time. 8th notes included. Did I really not do this song? Did I? Huh. What was yesterday's? Great King of Heaven? Yeah. So on this day. No. Okay. Yeah. So 3/4 time with 6 or 8th notes. So we have 6 per measure, 6 beats. Let's find out what our count is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Oh, this is a long one. Very few 8th notes and everything, so it might go pretty quick. But this one has the whole Alleluia chorus. This is going to be an interesting one. Alright, let's get carried away. So, we're going to go 32. That's not a division of 5, so we're going to stick to 4. And then, no intro or outro. Half note, 8th, 3/8, 3/8 with half 8th. Quarter, half quarter, 3/4, 3/4 with half quarter, 3/8, 8th quarter. And that's our, yes, first bit. Okay. I poked my nose there. I don't know if you noticed that. Alright, D, D, and G, F. Oh, we're in a G major scale, so we're carrying about F sharp specifically. So D, D, and G, F. E, C, D, and E, F, G. Then A, B, C. With a G, G. Ooh, that makes me want to play a game of League before I go to bed. But remember, waffles. We're making waffle mix first. Alright. What am I doing now? Fourth measure. So 3/8, 8th, going A, G, F, and CBA. Seems to be a rolling measure. Half, quarter, 3/8, eighth, quarter with a half, quarter, 3/8, eighth, quarter with a half, quarter, half, quarter. Solid. GG, BB. Da, 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 B, C, D. And a GG. Then a GG again. Ooh. And an, oh, sorry, a DCB, so a trail down. Then a GF and a BA. Three quarters, half quarter with 3/4, 3/8, eighth quarter. That track okay? All right. Quarter is going DECF. Then DGG and a GAB. Then a CDG and a CB. Did I say CB? Okay. That's not a C. Then we go FEF and AGA. Moving on. Half quarter with a quarter, quarter, quarter. Half quarter with a half, eighth, eighth. Half quarter, 3/4. GG. Love to see. A BCD. Then GE. Half nodes. DC. Is that another G? Totally is. Then a G, D, BA. And a DG. Into our lovely chorus, 3/8, eighth, quarter, 3/8, eighth, quarter, 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 3/8, eighth, quarter. BCB, DED. G sharp, A, B, B, C, D. Did I say B, C, D? I didn't do that right, did I? No, I did. Awesome. Next we have those quarter notes going A, B, C, and C, D, E. Then we have an EDC and CBA. Now, fundamental. Half quarter with a half, eighth, eighth. Half quarter with a 3/4, or quarter, quarter, quarter. 3/8, eighth quarter with a half quarter. half quarter. I might have gone one extra. Nope, we're on track. All right. So roll it back. G G G G G G G F. Then we go B A B C D E. Oh, oops, those were 8s. My bad. Then a DCB. BA. How many more do we got? I said 32, right? What's 32 divided by 4? That 8? Yeah. 16 times 2. 32. Yep. All right. Quarter, 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 quarter. 3/8 eighth quarter with a half quarter. 3/8 eighth quarter with a quarter. Or 3/8 eighth quarter. All right. D, E, C, and D, E, F. This is looking very familiar. Oh. Ooh, please tell me I counted right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank goodness. Okay. So D, E, F, and C. Followed by a D, G, G, and a G, A, B. Yeah, that's very much the same. Oh, how interesting. Then a A, G, and a C, D, B. Then we go F, G, A, and an A, B, C. And our outro, our end, our conclusion before we rewind for the bass clef. Half quarter with a quarter, 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 half quarter with a half, eighth, eighth, half quarter, 3 quarter. Is this another line of G's? It sort of is. Heck yeah, let's get those cranked out. G and a G and a G with a G, G. This one drops down to a D and then a D. Next, we have B, C, D, and an E, D, C. Oops. No, not oops. Yeah. Then a B, A, and a G. Alright, we need another instrument just for flavor. Helicopter? Absolutely not. No. Overdriven guitar? Sure, let's try it. It resonates. Half quarter with a quarter, 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 half quarter with a quarter, 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 half quarter. GG and BB. Actually, let's just get those G's. G, 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 F, D. Alright, then we go C, A, B, C, D, E. Then a DD. Then half quarter, half quarter, half quarter, 3/4 with a 3/8 quarter. Interesting. Let's go. G, F, E, B. Okay. Let's scroll. So G, F, E, B down below. C, C sharp. And a D. And above on the top notes, we go C, C, D, C. Then a, ooh, I think that's an F. No, that's an E. E, A, in the game. Then a B, C sharp, D. Alright, then a half quarter, half quarter. Oh, sorry, half quarter with a quarter, 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 half quarter with a quarter, 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 3/4, half quarter. GG, GG. Scrolling for effect. Alright. F. No. B, C natural, A, B, C, D. E, F, G, and a G, A, D. And a, did I say G? Yep. G, A. I think that's actually a D. Did I say a D or an E? Then a DD and a DD. Oh, it's an octave. Heck yeah, we love to see it. Next. Half quarter with a quarter, 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 half quarter, 3/4. CC. No, DD, C, E, DC. I already forgot what I said. A B. And a G. Quarter notes, what are we looking at here? They happen to go G, A, B, C, D, D. Double checking for accuracy's sake, and it's accurate. Next, we're halfway there. We're 3/4 of the way there. Half quarter, half quarter, half quarter, half quarter. All right. G, F, E, G sharp. Scroll for effect. And a D, D, E, D. Oh, sorry, D, D, E, E. Then a do EEDD. Down below is a G natural FD. Then move on to the next one. Almost there. Half quarter with a quarter quarter quarter, half quarter with a quarter quarter quarter, half quarter, 3/4 with a 3/8 eighth quarter. DDCC GA. And then we also have a GF F natural EDC. An interesting one. Followed by a B C sharp. Then our send off is a D. And a G C sharp D. Sorry, B C sharp D. Next. I was about to drop a spoiler for Andor, but just, you know, a rest in peace type thing. I don't know why I was compelled for it, but regardless, we're moving on. We are right there. Okay, half quarter, 3/8 eighth. Oh no, half quarter with a quarter quarter quarter, half quarter with a quarter quarter quarter, half quarter half quarter. What do you think those half quarters are? GG, GG, FG, DF. Did I do that inaccurately? No, I did it right. FG, DF. Alright. Our quarter notes are B, C natural A. A B, C, D. Then a D, 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 D. And our final chunk. Half quarter with 3/4, half quarter, 3/4. We go DD, CE, DC. DE, DC. Okay. Let's get those 3/4 too. We have a G and a B. And a very low G. Very low. Alright, quarter notes. Going G, A, B. Skip the half. That's it shared. And then a low C, E, D. Alright. Tempo is 56 joyfully. I'm gonna slow it down to 28. We're doing 56. McCarthy song, by the way. Post-Reagan song, or pre-Reagan song? Three verses. That would be the da-da-da-da-da-da. It's actually pretty good village music. Alright. This was done text and music by Leroy J. Robertson, born 1896 to 1971. Copyrighted in 1980 by LDS. So, you know, after the person was dead. Funny how they like to copyright things off of somebody's estate. They would have wanted it to be donated to the church, as opposed to they would have wanted it to be donated to the world. Leave it up to the responsible parties over at the church. They know how to capitalize, market on it, and keep it gate-kept by, or for only those that are actually of religiously good intent. So, on this day of joy and gladness, Lord, we praise thy holy name. So, Sunday song. In this, or Sabbath, if you're a Saturday believer of the Sabbath. Anyways, in this sacred place of worship, we thy glories loud proclaim. You know, as you do, it's like, we're running, we are running. You like say that you're running just to run. That's a little different, I guess. Let's see. I am talking loudly about how I am talking. Let us talk and continue to talk and maybe even have some chatting of one-sided monologuing fashion. In the sacred place of worship, we thy glories loud proclaim, all except for sister bodily death and other recognized brothers and sisters of existence inside of our realm in this existence. Will dehumanize them as opposed to personify them so that we can continue to treat everything with empathy because we see ourselves in it. And weirdly enough, we can only show empathy with things that we can see ourselves in. There was a hornet that died over there. It like showed up out of nowhere and it just sort of, I think it got stuck in the carpet and it just died. I am very saddened by it. I was like, you could have just buzzed around. I'm sorry, buddy. Anyways, alleluia, alleluia, bright and clear our voices ring, singing songs of exultation to our Maker, Lord, and King. That's the chorus. Bright and clear our voices ring, singing songs of exultation to our Maker, Lord, and King. Blah, 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 blah. Open wide the fount of Zion, let her richest blessings flow. The stockpile, everything that we've been hoarding away, let them open up. To the saints with who nobly serve thee in the gospel here below. Not did, but the ones that do currently. Let it all flow. And, you know, the waters of Zion are, you know, the tithing. It turns it into a liquidatable fund and everything like that. So then it can be tapped into by those that are actually doing the service to the Lord. You know, those people that are doing the service for the Lord, the ones that are totally out there on the front lines of God's good battle against good and evil. Picking a fight with their kid, Satan. May we labor... Oh, sorry. In the gospel here below. Alleluia, alleluia. Bright and clear our voices ring. Singing songs of exultation to our Maker, Lord, and King. Blah, 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 blah. May we labor in the kingdom by the prophets long foretold, where the children of the promise shall be gathered in the fold. They are saying that they are in the end time here, and they have a rightful claim to tap into the great bounty of heaven. May we labor in the kingdom. By the way, this is also like, hey, let's make sure that this song is in there so that we can get some worker gospel going on too. Like, it is divine and right to put your back to the bone, or back your work yourself to the bone, put your back to the grindstone. The prophets long foretold about this time where everybody would be feeling super great and have this prosperous nation and everything like that. And it's this time. It's this time. We're sick and tired of waiting. We are the children that were foretold, and we have been gathered in the fold. Alleluia, alleluia, bright and clear, our voices ring, singing songs of exaltation to our Maker, Lord, and King. Not really a Sunday song anymore. It stopped being a Sunday song quite a bit ago when they expanded the definition of what the day is to be. Oh, how wonderful. How wonderful. Especially when they're like, let's only do this too on Sundays or the holy day as opposed to every day, when you really think that it's only being literal about the day aspect as opposed to the days, you know, the golden days type situation. Because otherwise you'd only be able to sing this song once, one particular time, and we would just be using it as a historical reference of like, this is what they were feeling in that moment. Not trying to re-implement it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. On this day of lowercase of joy, lowercase and gladness. How wonderful. I'm missing a step here because I'm about to sign off, but I feel like I'm forgetting something. What is it? It's the waffles. I think it's just waffle mix. And I'm going to be dead tired by the end of this, so probably won't even be playing a game of ranked. But dang, too, if I don't have some Morse code to be typing up too. Alright. Have a good one out there. Take care, stay safe, good luck, have fun. If you're Mormon, maybe don't give so much of a fuck about fasting if you're the kind of person to pay your fast tithing or tithe offering, your fast offering. Yeah. And then instead use that to feed one of the persons that you explicitly know is hungry. If you ever complained about homeless people, that's the group. That's them. Be awkward and embarrassing. That's what you do when you go as a missionary, right? And do some work. I don't know. Go help people, because right now, our God King Trump is not doing that for you. Our HHS director, RFK Jr., brainworm, superior meat suit isn't doing it. Our wonderful border czar, is it Hexeth? No, he's Secretary of Defense. Our Secretary of Defense is off fighting wars on your behalf, killing people to make sure that there's not as many mouths to feed, so you might as well feed the mouths that are here to feed. I don't know. There's so many different criminal elements that are currently in office. And we love every single one of them for showing us that this isn't what we want. It wasn't what we wanted, but we're very adamant now that this is not what we want. Anyways, whole spiel. Have a good one. Bye. Have a good one. Take care. Stay safe. Good luck. Have fun. See you tomorrow.